Hello everyone, welcome to day 3 of learning Python for Cambridge IGCSE GCSE for your exam OCR, AQA, A-level, AS level, whatever you are preparing. In this video, we are going to learn about input statement in Python, one of the most important topic for your exam, wherein each year you get at least 2 marks of questions. So if you are going to spend and if you're going to watch this video till the end, I'm going to discuss few questions related to your exam, which is very important. Let's move to my VS Studio Code and we'll show you what is input in Python. Come on, I hope you all can see my screen. Now, input is something where we take an user input, right? We expect user to enter something. There is two ways. Either you directly store the value to the variable or you can take the value from the user. Whenever you are taking the value, definitely you need to store it somewhere. You need a variable. I'm going to take an input from the user asking name. Okay. Name is equals input, enter your name. Now understand this line well. It's very important. This is one of the string value because it's written in quotation, and this is nothing but just a message which we are trying to print so that user can understand that what I have to enter. Correct? Name is equals to input. Enter your name. If I run this code, just you will get a blank on the output screen here. This, if I enter anything, it's not going to make any difference. Nothing will get printed because you are not printing, you are just storing, and you need to understand this statement is just taking input and it is storing to the container, I mean the variable name. I entered, no output is there, right? This is what I have entered. How to print it? Similar. To display any output, you need to print. What you need to print? Your data is stored in name. Just print it. Now let's see. Clearly here, enter your name. Nish. Oh, sorry. I wrote a wrong print statement here. Yeah. So when you enter the name, Nish, it is printing Nish. Alright? Now, what's next? What if I don't enter any message here? I mean, I don't want any message to be displayed. Still, the input statement will work. I'm getting the blank here and I can type whatever I have to enter. Nish, enter. I'm getting the output in the next line. Okay? You can modify this output in a better way, writing one is string value before this. Your name is, as how to print we have already learned in the day 1 print statement. Your name is name. So whatever I am going to enter, I'll enter Nishi here, and if I press enter, it is printing your name is Nishi. By default, input is a string. Even if I enter anything else and if I go and check the type of data, it will always be a string value. Means input statement takes the data by default in a string format. Okay, let's see how I'll prove it. I'm going to print type of name. Okay, to check the type of data, what do? We print type of name. And I guess if you have watched my day 1 and day 2 video, you know this already what I mean when I say type of. This is a statement which checks the type of data. I'll input something. I'm going to enter Nishi. Definitely why it is clearing output. Okay, let me run the code again. Your name is Nishi and it belongs to the class str. This time I'll I'll run the code again, and I'm not going to enter a text value. I will be entering numbers 1, 2, 3. Your name is 1, 2, 3 and class is a string. Even though I enter number is a type of integer, right? But here it is taking as an input, and by default the type is a string. So what if I have to take it and take the user input and store it in the form of number? You need to specify the type of data, and you need to do typecasting int. Okay, and let me put a message here that looks good, and in your exam also, if you write a message, it makes sense that what you are trying to ask. Enter value. I'll just write enter value. Although variable name is name, it doesn't mean that I'm just asking the name. Okay, so I'll enter 1, 2, 3. Oh, I went to the next line. 1, 2, 3. One, two, three. Enter. Okay, it's not printing it somehow. Enter the value 1, 2, 3. Enter. Your name is 1, 2, 3 and class, and sometimes VS Studio gets hang. Class is integer here, right? Class is int, correct? Because I have specified, I have formatted. It is called typecasting, okay? That what input you are trying to take. Although I will cover one topic, small topic on typecasting. Now why casting is required? Suppose you have to add two numbers. Let me remove this. A is equals to n input, enter first number. Okay, I'll take one more input as a B. Now this is something had been already asked in your GCSE and IGCSE. Input, enter second number. Alright, I have to sum both the number. So I'm going to print A plus B. Alright. Here, as I have specified int, and when I enter two different number, let me run the code. First number I'll enter as 10, second number 20. Accordingly, the output must be 30 because I'm trying to add A plus B. It's 30. What if I remove this int? You got it. It is going to take it as a word, and at this moment if you enter the value, suppose I'm entering 5 and again I'm entering 5, the output should be 10, but if I press enter, output will be 5, 5, 55. It is called concatenation. It is performing concatenation, means joining two values. Joining two values. When you use plus symbol with the string value, it just join, it doesn't add. We cannot add words, we cannot add letters, we cannot add text. We can just join, and that is what your computer is doing, because it is understanding that whatever you have entered is not a number, it's a word. Understood? Great. Now I will be discussing few most common things. You can specify str here as well as a data type, okay? A string, if you have to take a string as an input, just to specify str. Oh, put it inside. So now look at this to statement. I'm specifying that type of input has to be a string type. Okay. This is two input I'm taking. I'll print A comma B. Okay. Let's enter first number 5. Enter second number 5. Anyway, by default I enter. Let me enter a name. Enter first name. Okay. And enter second name. Alright. Enter first name John Singh. Johnson. Hey, joins both together. It's a way to print it, and how to print and all about print you can watch it in day 1. So basically I hope it makes sense. Similarly, if you have to take float value as an input, you can just write float here, okay, and that's casting your data to the type float. Okay, enter first num, enter second num. Let's check the type as well. I will just check the type of one of the variable. Why didn't print it? Print type of A. You can check for both. It will be same. Let me run. Enter first num. Okay, I'm entering 5. Enter second num. I enter 7. 5.0, 7.0. You are getting it as an output because the data is being casted in the float value. So when you enter 7 in float, it is actually 7.0. The value won't change, but the type is changing. That's why 7 is no more 7, it's 7.0. 5 is no more 5, it's 5.0, right? And the class, it says float. So this is something you need to remember. Alright. Now what I said, something common I'll be discussing, which is always there in exam and a student perform a mistake. Okay. Suppose they have given you a code, A is equals to input, enter a number. Int is not specified. Okay. Just this way. This is one of the previous year paper question from GCSE OCR. And don't think so that it was asked in OCR, so this is not a part of AQA. It may be, if you are learning Python. It may be a part of IGCSE exam. It may be a part of even a small 1 marker question in A level. So it's not like A level and they won't be asking this basic. They may ask you. So you have to be, they always check your understanding on the basic. What was the question? A plus B. Okay. Output was asked. And it was given a specified input, suppose 5 and 3. Most of the student answered it as 8, but if it is 5 and 3, the output will be 53 here, isn't it? Why? The reason? Because whatever you are entering is not number. Enter first num 5, the second num 3, 53, right? So this is one of the common mistake student perform. So correct is what you have to specify int. Second will be like it is asked you to correct the code. For the correct output, you will put int. Don't forget to do type conversion, typecasting. It means when you are taking input, do specify what type of input you have to take. Even though it is algorithm or pseudocode, that makes very good impression for the examiner. Okay. Now, any wrong order, any syntax error. We cannot use quotation in a variable. Okay, this is very common mistake a student perform. They just write it like this. as here I'm running the code, then you can see the error, but when you are writing in your exam, you won't be able to see the error. Okay, so this is wrong, something is not accepted. One time, once 2 marks question was asked, why is int used with input? So you have to answer to convert the user input from a string to the integer, for specifying that the input is always integer type, or for performing calculation. Alright. On the weekends, I will be discussing all the previous year questions, not doing the core on Visual Studio Code, but we will be discussing it on whiteboard, the common mistakes and the types of questions. So do keep uh, watching all my videos, subscribe to my channel, and like, as well as if you learn something from here. I'm working for you people to make your upcoming 2026 exam easy, and I hope you can get good grades. Okay, so in the next video, I'll be teaching you arithmetic operators, all about operators, and specifically will understand arithmetic operator, because operator is going to be a bit long and you need to understand. So some basic which you will be understanding about operators in the next video. Okay, all right, great, have a good day. Let's meet in the next session in my next series of the video. Bye bye everyone.